Welcome to One on One on God 101. Our guests today are Chelsea and Jack, father and daughter. Chelsea won Big Brother a year ago and got cast to be on The Amazing Race and chose her dad. Welcome.
Thank
Welcome,
you, Auntie
Julie.
Julie. Good to be
Hello,
back.
hello.
Now, Jack, I know Chelsea now for over a year, and I know that she knows the Lord and loves the Lord, and that had to have come from home.
Yes.
Tell me about how you were raised to know and love God.
So, good question, Julie. Tough one, but good one. No, so I've been saved. Let's see, our oldest son, he'll be 30, 31 in February of next year. And I've been saved for about 30 years now. Um, I was raised Catholic, but as I got older, I kind of got away from that tradition because that's what it was for the family. It was just a tradition. I knew God here, but I didn't know him here. So once I really allowed God to come into my heart 31 years ago, outside of the Catholic tradition, I went to my family. They couldn't tell me, answer questions that I have for them. So I decided to go on my own and use my own brain. And that's when I became a Christian. We got baptized as a whole entire family. Me and my wife, we got rebaptized with all our kids. It was awesome. So I, I will say this, Julie, in order to be married for coming up on 33 years, and in order to raise four kids in this world, you have to have the Lord. If you don't have the Lord, I don't know, good luck. I don't know how you're gonna do it. It's tough. It's tough in this world with the Lord, let alone without him.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yes, for my faith is strong. But I know my kids are all gonna make their own decisions as adults. So my wife and I, all we did, Julie, was plant the seed. We plant the seed, we fertilized it, we watered it, we tilled the soil, we did the best that we thought we possibly could. And you know, as well as anybody else, when you see your kids doing well, that's the fruits of your labor. So I thank God for allowing us to raise four beautiful kids who are doing extremely well. And I just thank God for allowing us or allowing me to open up my heart to allow him into my life.
Well, what prompted that, Jack? Because you were already married. You were probably in your 20s.
hmm Yes. So I was 20. I got married at 27. My wife is 4 years younger. And I think what prompted it was when our first year or two of marriage was really rough because more for me, I really didn't understand. I had a great, my parents were great. They were together until my dad died 10 years ago. So they would have been married for 60 something years. I knew nothing but family bond, but the Lord really wasn't the focus of our family. So we didn't pray as a family when I grew up. The Bible was just a dust collector in the house. And those are the two things that I said, and we didn't say we loved each other. We knew it, but we didn't say it. So I said three things. I'm going to tell my kids I love them just about every day, my kids and my wife. I'm going to study the word, and my kids are going to know the word. Um, and we're going to show that as a family, and we did. So that's kind of what inspired me, and I did not want anyone else raising my kids. So I said, I'm going to stick through this through thick and thin. We made a vow in front of God to love each other and take care of each other. So that's mainly what forced me to allow the Lord into my life.
Oh, I love that. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, Jack. So, Chelsea, your dad said, he and your mom, they allow you there's three of you, right? Brother
There's
and
four
sister.
of us.
There's
Four.
four.
Hmm.
Allow you kids to make your own decision. Did you ever
Yeah.
stray, or was it just you gravitated towards it because you saw your parents living it?
Yeah, so they never forced it on us. I mean, on Sundays it was the like typical get dressed, we're going to church, which a lot of families have to deal with. So we were like, okay, Sundays became church day. We were aware of that until we got a little bit older. Our parents kind of they were like, we're going to church. You guys could choose to go if you want to or not. As we got older to start making our own decisions. And I appreciated that because then it put an onus on us to make the decision to follow God on our own and not hand-me-downs from our parents. But what inspired me, while they would go to church on Sunday, I would go to youth church, and my youth pastor, he would preach the Bible in such a way where it felt like scratch and sniff. It was like 3D, and it just leaped off of the pages. I became obsessed. I would sit in the front row. I started to lead at age 9. Like I started to study and preach the gospel at like 13. So my parents got me in the building. And then at one point I was like, "Hey mom, dad, I'm going to church on Wednesday night." And I was kind of the one going myself, by myself. If they would tag along, they would. So it kind of like the roles reversed when my youth pastor just opened up my eyes to how transformative the Bible could be for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. I mean,
Yeah.
what a blessing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, so you won Big Brother 26,
Hmm.
and then you get asked, congratulations again, and you get cast for Amazing Race.
Yeah.
And I imagine you could have picked anyone to be your
Yeah.
partner.
Yeah.
Why'd you pick your dad?
Well, I got the call 3 days after I got out of the Big Brother house. And so my dad was suggested to me, and there was a storyline and arc already from Big Brother. They had seen him in my intro package. They had seen him crying in the finale. Like they've seen my dad. And so he was suggested, and I didn't hesitate. I thought people would love him. I've never got to travel the world with my dad. Why not do it? I did suggest like other siblings and a best friend when he was hesitant because, he didn't want to get injured. He's a firefighter. But I thought, like, my dad is willing and able, and not a lot of people have their dad in their life. So for me, I thought I would regret it if I didn't take my dad during a time where he could do this with me. And what a blessing to have him in my life and healthy enough, able enough to travel the world and be on TV. I thought, yeah, I would regret this if I got older, not taking him.
Jack, are you still a firefighter?
Yes, Julie, 2 years, maybe 3 months,
Yeah, the
four
countdown on his
hours,
phone.
29 seconds. Yes, I have a countdown. Yes.
Okay. Um, so I can see you wouldn't want to get injured so that you could, continue your plan until
Yes.
you retire. Um, how was the experience for you, Jack?
Julie, let's say this. If I had the opportunity to do it again, I would. It was awesome. Just the fact that I was able to travel the world with a loved one in places that I would have never experienced on my own. Some of those were not on my bucket list. So, what an amazing opportunity. And I'm ecstatic that my daughter invited me. I was hesitant about going because I knew I had some time left on the job and I didn't want to get hurt. And then, ironically, Julie, a few months later, I just had shoulder surgery about 7 weeks ago, so I'm off work now. I got injured at work on the incident, so yes, I didn't want to do that, knowing that I had to go back to work. So. I didn't get hurt on the race. It was just wear and tear on my knees. 31 years of firefighting, 58 years. I'm very athletic, and it wore me down. But the opportunity to do this with my daughter, it was like, as the kids will say less. Let's go. I get to go hang out and have fun with my daughter. Let's go and potentially win $1 million. Let's go. So
Yeah.
yes, it was awesome.
Chelsea, what was the experience like for you traveling the world with your dad?
It was once in a lifetime. Like I always had this dream when I was younger to, because my dad sacrificed so much for us growing up because my mom has multiple sclerosis. So she couldn't work. He was a primary breadwinner. So I just saw how hard he worked just to make sure that we lived a good life, which we all did, all four of us. And so I always had a dream like I want to and I've written it down in my journal for year after year. I don't think he knows this, but I want to take my parents on an all-exclusive trip paid off to Africa. They've always wanted to go, and that was my dream. So I was like, I just want to take my parents traveling. We never got to travel growing up. So then I get this call, and it's like I get to take my dad around the world to multiple countries. Like this is this is what I've prayed for, and it didn't turn out exactly how I prayed for. It turned out better than what I prayed for. So the experience was just like an answer to prayer and so much. My dad is a character, as they saw on TV. So it was both amazing and stressful, Julie. Let's be real. So, but it was great.
My sister was rooting for you guys.
Oh,
Yes.
I said thank you.
Yes, thanks.
It would be amazing if they won. It would be really amazing.
Oh, we tried, Julie. We
You're
tried.
close.
All right, Chelsea, you've done Big Brother and you've
Yeah.
raced around the world with your dad.
Yeah.
Um, which is harder?
Oh, like Big Brother through and through was harder, 10 times harder. Absolutely.
Why?
It's harder because you're exercising a different muscle in Big Brother. It is a mental toughness that you have to have for 90 days. Well, 90 plus days, including sequester. So you're just exercising a muscle and it is a social dynamic that takes you through the wire. You are physically challenged, but you're mentally challenged, emotionally challenged in Amazing Race, it is some physical physicality, some mental toughness you have to have, but you're outside. You get to see the sun, you get to see people, like it was beautiful. I was like, "Oh wow, this is nice." So Big Brother was harder because I think it was just longer. Had the Amazing Race been longer than what it was, I think that would have taken it, but I will always say Big Brother is the hardest reality show game that anybody can go on.
Would you do it again?
I mean, yes, I would. I love Big Brother so much. If they called, they know they got me in the bag for sure.
So would you do Amazing Race again with your
Ab-
dad?
Not with my dad. No.
What?
Now we know that, Julie. She would
Really,
do it.
no,
And you
no.
know what? I probably wouldn't do it with her again. No, if she asked me, I would do it with her again. I would drive and she would navigate if we did it
I
again.
would take my younger brother, Jeremiah, who is also a firefighter. I would take him, or I would take my best friend, Sydney. She was so upset. After Big Brother, she was like, if you get the call for the Amazing Race, you better take me. And I couldn't. I was like, I gotta take my dad. So I would take my best friend, Sydney Johnson, if I could do it all over again.
Um, Jack, would you ever do Big Brother?
No, absolutely no.
That
Julie,
was a quick
no,
answer.
All
Why?
right.
no, no way. Julie, I could, no way am I going to live in a house
No,
with
Julie,
12.
let me tell you
No,
this. The
no,
reason why he could not last, he wouldn't get past sequester. We were in sequester, and it was way nicer than Big Brother sequester. Way better. We had TVs, we had other things, and he was struggling. After day one, I said, "Oh, you definitely couldn't get past
no,
sequester for Big Brother and be." And he's antsy. He can't stay put.
no, no.
So he would no, he wouldn't do
I'm
good.
out. Julie, she can have it. She represents me on Big Brother. Absolutely no. No.
But in the
I would have
firehouse,
thrown somebody through the window after the first week in Big Brother.
you would have self-evicted if you did
Yes,
Yes,
that.
he would have.
absolutely.
But in
Yes.
the firehouse, you have to bunk up and stay together in a
Yes,
confined
but
space.
Julie, the firehouse is, and Chelsea could tell you this, we have so much fun at work.
Oh,
It's
They have a whole
unbelievable.
bunch of kids playing.
Yeah,
Like they have a great
we
time. Yeah.
we have a blast, and that's why we're a unique, different group of individuals that run into buildings that are burning and people are running out. We go in. No, but I at work we have so much fun, Julie. So there is no comparison to what I do to Big Brother. Big Brother was. I don't know how she did it. Congratulate to my daughter. High five. She's awesome. But yes,
okay. It's a brotherhood. It
yes.
sounds sometimes like a frat house, but
Oh,
Yes.
yes, yes. Frat slash sorority. Yes, it is. Yes.
so what do you have planned for Christmas? Any traditions?
So,
We always
yeah.
have Christmas at our house, pretty much for the most part. We do white elephant. We have so many cousins, aunts, uncles. They come over. You will most likely see my dad dancing in the living room, with them bad knees. So yeah, we just get everybody together, have fun. We cook, we have some gumbo, and we enjoy each other's company.
So, Julie, the spark that my daughter has, how loud she is, the how she likes to jump around and have fun. I think she kind of gets that from me,
Yes,
just from me,
yeah,
Julie. Yes.
a little
So,
bit, yeah.
yeah. So
I think
I love family and I like to have fun, Julie.
Yeah.
Period. You only live once, so let's enjoy it.
Well, Jack, I think your knees are busted from all that dancing.
Yes.
It's not that
Well,
firefighting.
that's possible.
The dance. Yeah.
And people can check Chelsea out on her new podcast, The Diamond Podcast.
Yes, yes. Auntie Julie made an appearance, you guys. I can't wait to air the episode in a couple weeks. So yeah, the Diamond Podcast, which was inspired from my speech on Big Brother, and I love how it came full circle. I'm excited to share it.
And people can see that on any platform.
All platforms, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts. We are editing today as we speak, Auntie Julie's podcast. So yeah, excited to share it. It'll be on all streaming platforms.
Well, I thoroughly enjoyed our time together and meeting you, Jack. And I wish you all a Merry Christmas, your
Yes.
whole family. And I thank you for your time and say God bless you and Godspeed.
Yeah.
Godspeed. Thank you, Auntie
Thank
Julie.
you, Julie.
Thank you.